Hello everyone, and welcome once more to Howler for an Hour. This time we're checking out the game Ashen Will. This is a horror game that looks fairly straightforward, fairly simple. I don't expect it to be a terribly long game, but it costs $2.29 CAD, probably like $2 USD. And I was offered the chance for a review key, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's check this out. I kind of like the aesthetic of it. I want to see what it does with this. Of course, you know me, I'm picky with my horror games, but it doesn't mean I'm any less interested in checking out horror games when they show up and have something that catches my attention. This has a pixelated aesthetic, and the description reads, trapped and with enemies closing in, your only chance of survival is to rely on the simple camera you hold. Atmospheric maze-based horror game. I like the idea of horror games with cameras. That has worked out very well for the Fatal Frame series. I actually like that series. So we'll see what they do with this camera mechanic in this game, I suppose. But of course, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, come over to Twitch. We're trying to reach partner over here, but of course, we need more viewers for that. So if you want to come by, whether it's to lurk or to talk, think about doing so, because it really does make a difference, and we'd honestly love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a Ko-fi link if you want to help directly monetize my content. And I have a merch store now if you want to monetize my content, but also get some really cool Shadowx related merch as well. So go check out the links in the description if you're interested. With that being said, how do we play this game? Well, ask it to move, mouse look around, left click drops a permanent fill light. Fill light costs 8 film from reserves or default difficulty. Right click reloads and takes a photo. Okay, so this actually does have proper mechanics. Let's see. So we can drop a light, but it consumes a lot of film. So I probably don't want to do that too often. And right click reloads takes a photo. Okay. Collect all dog takes to win. Collect film canisters to gain 4 film. To reserves. No maximum. Okay. Only photos will freeze and reveal monsters. Oh, reveal, you say. Monsters are invisible. Reveal their shadows or your photos. Listen carefully for monsters cry and be careful around corners. Okay. Interesting. Hey, this sounds like it actually has a mechanical depth to it. I appreciate this. Let's see how this works out. And if the volume is too quiet, just let me know. I can always turn it up. So I just heard crying. Oh, that's definitely crying. I assume they can go through walls. You can sprint. Okay. I feel like I'm going right towards one right now. So I have to be very mindful, though. I only have so much ammo, effectively. Film. Okay. Feels like that was directly in front of me. You guys could hear that, right? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Oh god. Oh, that sounds really close. Where is it? The POV too is really, the FOV is like really pulled in. It feels very claustrophobic. So far, I don't think I found anything, but I don't know. Well, apparently, I do need to reload or something. I think that happens when I run out of shots. So, like, when I shoot the... Oh! Oh, it's a dog tank. I thought it was a monster. I was like, what is this green thing? It's like, okay. Fair enough. It's fine. That's the FOV's fault right there. Kind of caught me off guard because the FOV is so freaking low. I can't tell what I'm looking at. Which works. Again, I don't like how it's so claustrophobic. That messes with me a bit. Also, I wasn't expecting the dog tank to be completely green. That was very odd. Oh, I have options. Well, this is creating kind of a vibe. It's got this weird lo-fi kind of vibe, which kind of does indicate problems to me. Or indicates this might actually have some spoops in it. In other words, I think this will get to me a little bit. It's kind of handling its aesthetic well. Now that one didn't spook me because I kind of knew what they looked like now. By the way, there was a split path earlier where I had to make a choice. They both went directions. Okay, good. This dead-ended. I'm kind of unsettled by the fact I haven't really run into anything lately. How many dog tags did I need to collect to win? Wonder if I should be using my camera more. Do have a lot of shots. Wait. Wait. Did I just... What? Okay. It's fine. Let's keep doing what I'm doing. It's buffering? Nope, that's on you. Oh no! Nope, nope, nope. That's a shadow. That was a legit shadow. I didn't appreciate the legit shadow. Was that my shadow? I don't think that was my shadow. I think I was just... Oh, did it do it? You lived! Now, one moment. I want to stop the spook for a second to catch that. There. I want that. You mask. So that's how you win the game. If you're super pro like me, you just get it on your first try. That's how you do it. I'll play again though, just so because we didn't actually see the scare. That's how you just win. That's how you just freaking beat the horror game. Okay, I'm gonna get spooked now. Hold on. I'm not gonna take any photos. I'm just gonna let them get me. You know, every time I've thrown an Ultra Ball at a Pokemon, I've always caught it, I noticed, for this Poke Community thing. I don't think I've seen the Ultra Ball fail once yet. Okay, so I'm going to immediately say that I think the monsters should be a bit more aggressive. Because I ended up with all this film, and I think they got on my way once. Like, I'm actively trying to die here. 8% chance. Oh, okay. Well, I've had very good odds with that 8%. Granted, it is pretty good odds, 8%. From what I gather here, we have this giant maze and there's like one monster. So, if the monster's just in a different part of the maze, it just doesn't get in your way. It's just not even an issue. So I think that's the problem with this game. It doesn't have enough aggression, especially for how much film you get, I'd say. Let's actually try, I'm curious, what's the light thing? So I can just put that there. And that's just a permanent light that I can put down. Which I guess also kind of marks, like, I've been here. So that's kind of convenient. That costs 8 film, though, so it's very expensive. Nope. Huh. That's kind of intriguing. I was actually expecting a jump scare. But that was more just creepy and fade out. Huh. And now, emotional guitar. Yeah, I kind of feel like okay, so I guess we're already done. This only took 10 minutes to play. It seems like we have seen what this game has to offer. As I expected, very short game, actually shorter than I expected. I actually don't, weirdly enough, I don't hate this or anything. Like, I know I've had a lot of problems. I'm picky with horror games, and I'm definitely going to be picky here. This actually seems like it has interesting mechanics, but it doesn't have the game to go with it. Right? Like, I kind of feel like if you took these mechanics, which do seem to be legitimately interesting, because I think we were getting, like, photos of the monster when I was taking photos when it was around. We got, like, reveal their shadow. So I kind of feel like you have a good mechanical basis for a game here, but you didn't create an actual game to go with it. Right? I don't think these mechanics are boring. I think they're underutilized. I think the game is too short, too simple. But I think if you took these mechanics and made an actual world, something with atmosphere, something with stakes, maybe, you know, that actual levels you were exploring, not just a boring maze, but like, imagine going through a forest environment and there's different monsters, different properties, say, and they're all invisible, and that's the key thing where you gotta use your camera to reveal them at the right time or stop them. I could see this working if you built more of a game around it. I actually think these basic mechanics are very solid, but there's not enough game here to really enjoy them. So, yeah, I encourage the developer to build on this idea, but I wouldn't say that this is really worth purchasing. This is such a short experience that even at the, what was it, $2 asking price, I do think that's maybe a bit much. There's still worse ways to spend your $2. But, yeah, that was Ashen Will. I hope the developer actually just builds on this, because then that could actually be interesting. But, yeah, there's not a lot of game here from what I could tell. I'm going to go back in one more time, actually, before we fully stop. I almost feel like, yeah, okay, 4 takes. Yeah, it really is just this. So, I'm, like, wondering to myself, like, am I missing a game mode? But no, I'm not. It's just kind of this. I mean, it is as it is, so. It's kind of slenderish, yeah. But, also, what's your end game? You can't quit out. You have to, I guess I'll have to kill the game and go back into it. But yeah, I'm just, like, doing a little extra research because it almost feels like, is that it? But, yeah, it looks like it. The screenshots aren't indicating any other content. So, yeah, it seems to be just very basic. Well, I mean, again, decent concept, but this is just not really worth selling, in my opinion. Maybe build on it. Maybe you go somewhere with this, but what we have here now, not really worth purchasing, I'd say. But that was Ashen Will.